Hello. Yes, so this is a quick walkthrough tutorial on Star Hospital Pro. So this is when you log in, this will be the interface. This is like a quick overview of how the business or how the hospital is faring. So based on the rules, these are the rules based on the role you have logged in. You will see the notice. These notices are created by either the receptionist or the administrator. Okay, so these are the rules or whatever information someone has left for you, you will see it here. Now, when you check here, you see the dashboard is here. This is what gives you. You have your widgets here. All the incomes and the expenses if you want to keep them here. There's a calendar is here. So I'll go through all the models here one by one. But before that, let me take you through the flow the flow of the hospital when you use this um, software. So first point of contact when a patient comes is the records. Okay, so based on where the person is going, if the person is going to the pharmacy, the person is going to lab, the person is going to scan, the person is going to OPD. Based on that, the records one will register the person if the person is a new patient. So they'll go to setup and go to patient. Then these are the list of patients here. So you can, if you want to add a new patient, you can click here, fill this form, and then you save. Then the patient will be added here. When the patient is added, you can always come here and check the details of the patient, all the findings, everything about this patient. So the number of times the patient has come here, so it's just like a medical history. So when this is done, now the patient is already in the system. So the patient goes to based on what the records, what the patient tells the record. Maybe I want to go to I want to see a doctor. So the record directs the patient to the accountant. Then the accountant goes to the billing. Then select OPD. Okay, here the name is already inside, but we have to add the patient to the OPD. This is called activating the person's card. If the person is the person is an old patient, they will come straight to the accountant here, and then the accountant will add them to the OPD. Okay, so you fill this form. The accountant fill this form. It tells you the charge for seeing a doctor or the consultation fee will be here. Then they save. After saving, then the patient is directed to the nurse, and the nurse will have access to the OPD. So when the patient is registered, their name comes here, OPD. When the nurse go to OPD, you'll find the name of the patient here. Okay, so here, then they can just select here, click on this, and then they will be in the folder of the patient. So they come here, this is the nurse, come here and then enter the vitals here. So you can select a lot of them, BP, weight. When the vitals are entered, enter a vital here. So this one, weight, so 79. Then put down the date that you took that, save. Then at the overview, you see the current vitals here with the date. So 79 is normal here. Okay, the nurse is done, has done his work, his or her work. Okay, now the patient now goes to the doctor, and the doctor will also have access to the OPD. So the doctor from here, the doctor will start consulting the patient right from here. So looking at on this line, this is the name of the patient. So they come here and then click on this show. So here they go to edit and then start putting in the patient info here. So maybe the symptoms, what is worrying the patient. They can start from here, put in a lot of types, select, and then it will appear here. Put in the notes, everything that the patient has told the doctor. Put everything there and save. So it's saved with the details here. They can always come back to edit it. Now, when this is done, all the history have been taken. The doctor will have to prescribe. So they click here, and then they have to prescribe for pathology, lab, or radiology scan, or give medication that straight away. So let's say we want to do pathology lab test. So you select, this will be set inside by default. You select the test the person has to do, then take the appropriate people who should have notice about this lab. So we can take accountant, we can take the lab man, then we say. So when the lab man opens his or her portal, they will see a notice here that a new prescription has been created. So they look at the prescription number, which is prescription number, this one, OPD prescription number, this. So they copy this number. Okay, the accountant. So right from the consulting room, the patient goes to the accountant for billing of the lab. So accountant, this time it goes to the lab and then go to add patient, then add the prescription here. They enter the number, the prescription number. Okay, the prescription can be printed for the patient, or the doctor can just tell the patient to go to account and pay for the lab. So when they go, the accountant will take the name. They take the name of the patient and then check it from the notice here. This is the name. The name of the patient will be here. prescription number will be here. So they take this, go to prescription, you go to billing, and then pathology, that's the lab, add, then paste it here, then click on search. So the name of the patient come here automatically, the test come here, and the amount, total amount is here. You can go ahead and select the doctor, and then you save. Now when this is done, it means that the accountant can now tell the patient to go to the lab. So the patient go to the lab, they tell the lab person's their name, and then they find it here, the lab here. They confirm whether payment has been done. So payment is not done. They can tell the patient to go back to the accountant and then do the payment. That's when the accountant forget to add payment. So I think payment is done already. Okay, so there's no payment. So we add no, okay. So billing, go to billing, pathology. The accountant add payment from here. So 177 and save, date and save. So billing comes here, and then the lab man goes to the lab and see that balance amount is 0. So they click here, they click this icon here, and then they come and enter the results for this. So select and add the person who is doing the lab, or we save. When this is done, this one will appear here. You click on this, and then you can add the results. So this is, and add the results of the lab here. Then if you have any comments, you can put here, and then you save. So this is saved. Now the lab man tells the patient to go back to the doctor. So they go back to the doctor, and then the doctor opens the patient's folder to view the lab. Okay, so they can go to lab investigation, and then the lab will be ready here. They click on this show, and then they can find the results here. So upon viewing this, they go back to the OPD where they have to consult. Click on show, edit, and then continue whatever they want to add. After that, they come back to prescription again, and edit the one they did. So the findings from the lab, they can select from here. Maybe osteoporosis is the findings. Then if you have to give any medication, click here, and select. So the medicine you want to give, maybe syrup, this quantity, you see the quantity there, then dosage, dose interval, duration. Okay, you can add more of the medicine. This so the quantity you see it here, when it this that this, after that then you say okay, I should have selected the pharmacist and then the accountant for this. So tick accountant, tick pharmacist, then save. So the accountant and then the pharmacist will see this information. Then accountant can go to billing again. No, this time accountant comes to pharmacy, or maybe the pharmacist. If the pharmacist is the one do the billing, you come here and then enter the prescription. So before we do copy the prescription, then we search. So we have the medicine that the doctor requested. So the pharmacist selects the batch number of the medicine. Each batch number comes with its expiring date and the put in quantity. So say 2, and an amount comes here and then the save. So this is done, payment is done, and the medicine can be given to the patient, and then the patient goes away. So the patient can now be discharged, normal, date, and save. So patient is discharged now. We can also move a patient to IPD directly. Okay, so if a patient, that would be for the OPD. If the patient comes for maybe come in and the doctor says that this patient should be admitted directly, then they can go to IPD. Click on add. This one will be done by the doctor. Search the name of the patient. In this case, the patient should be registered by the records first before the doctor can admit. So let's say this person. Select the date the person came, and let's then fill this form. The doctor will fill this form, and the patient will be here, will be registered at the IPD. So this is the IPD, the inpatient ward or inpatient. So now the patient has been given a bed here, and the overview is here. This chart lets you manage the kind of services you are giving, or the amount of services you are giving to the patient, so that if you are exceeding and you're checking the patient's information, you will know if you have to still continue giving the care, because maybe if you think the person doesn't have money to pay, you can do more, and then at the end they can't pay. So this is the info. We have opened the folder of the patient, and these are all past records, past visits. Okay, so when the patient is at the ward 1, the nurses can go around and take their notes, okay, and then administer medicines. All the medicine will be here. The doctor will will describe everything here, and the medication. Prescription will also be here. The doctor can add prescription. And then consultant register. So this is the doctors. When the doctor goes around, this is where they will put in their findings. And every lab that the person has done whilst at the ward, they will see it here. If the person is scheduled for operations, it can be done here. These are the charges, all the things that the nurses have used on the patient whilst at the ward, infusion and everything, not drugs, but things, services, wound dressing, and all those things. The nurses can charge them here. If you want the nurses to take payment, they can do the payment here. We have live consultation. If you are using this software online, you can be at home, and then, or if the doctor is not around and nurses are around, they can organize a live consultation. And the bed history here. We have the timeline, treatment history, then the vitals. So nurses will have to take vitals every day, or anytime they take a vital, they have to record it here. So when all is done, the patient is well, or if the patient is well, you can do a discharge. If the patient has to be referred, you can select this. If the patient died, you can also do this. You can print this as a death certificate, or yes, findings before the death. So that's the IPD. Okay, so at the pharmacy too, someone can come and then buy medicine. Yes. So in this case, at patient, you can give a default patient or a general patient, like a walk-in patient. So we can have a walk-in patient where all purchases will be directed to that person, or since the person has walked into the facility, you will have to register the person. So you can register the person, and then go to pharmacy, and then the medicine the person is buying, search for the person's name here, and then select the medicine the person is buying direct from here. Then you can save. This is for someone who just want to come and buy medicine. The same person, the same time, the same thing, someone who want to come and do lab. So the person has to be registered here at the patient, and then the accountant can generate bill for such a person. So find the name here, look for the test, and then you pay. The same way for scans, a walk-in person will come in to do a scan. Also, we have the blood bank. If there's someone at a theater and they need blood, it can be managed here. You can call for ambulance here. So add ambulance, and then the charges will be there. Okay, we also have this one, just front desk, to keep track of those that are coming in, going out, letters that are coming in, going out, complaints, call logs, and everything. So we also have, you can record all bets, you can record all debt here as well. Then staff, so staff details will be managed here. They can also manage payroll. If any staff want to request for a leave, you can, although we have a duty roster here. Yes. Then annual calendar, all the activities for the year. The hospital can keep all of them here. Okay. We also have referrals. If the doctor liaises with some other doctors that if they can bring patient to them, they'll get some commissions. You can have that one here. Then insurance is here. Yes, all private insurance. Yes. So this you should know this one keeps track of all the so every insurance has the the, the discount on for now the insurance covers only the OPD, IPD, laboratory. Yes, pharmacy is not part. Okay, pharmacy there's no insurance. NHIS or it doesn't cover pharmacy for now. We are still trying to add. So all third-party insurance can be managed here. Then finances, expenses, and then income comes here. All messages and notice will come here. Inventory, so all kind of inventories. Although the pharmacy keep their own inventory, but maybe there might be some other things like surgical and all those things that we don't sell directly to the patient. We can keep in inventory here. The lab items, they are disposal, they are usables can also be here. And okay, we have certificates. So this one's added the ID. You can generate an ID for a patient or a staff. You have a lot of reports here, so finance reports. You can find your daily transactions here, financial reports, then appointments, then OPD reports, a lot of reports. So setup gives you you can do all the setups, the lab, scan, OPD, IPD, all the setups are done from here. Okay, so this is a quick one. Okay, when you purchase this, then we can take the models one by one, put in patients, try them more, and then you understand it better. Thank you for your time.